So my parents, they got a divorce when I was younger. And I remember most of the things that happened. I remember the things that led to the divorce. And it was one of those situations where my mother got married to my father because she thought that marriage would change him. She thought that having children would change him. But the reason why they got a divorce is because he had a child outside the marriage with somebody else. And I remember seeing my parents argue a lot. They would curse at each other. I remember seeing my mother crying. I remember seeing my father. He punched the closet door because of how angry he was. But I'm not saying this to put my father on blast or to put my parents on blast. I'm saying this because all of this affected me. I thought that it was love. I thought that one of the bad things that people go through in relationships is cheating. So I thought that was love. And it's only when I turned 20 I started to become aware of what love is, of the type of love that I want to experience. Because in my first relationship, it happened at 17. I got cheated on a lot, but I stayed. And the person I was dating, they were in America, and I told myself that if I go to America, things would change, relationship would get better and all of that. And I did go to America, but things did not change. Things got worse. And I got cheated so much. I got cheated on so much that it became overbearing, and I finally left when I was 19. I end things officially. But when I turned 20, 21, I started to become aware of the love that I want, the love that I want to experience. And I would always hear people say that you need to heal before you get into a relationship. And I did. I took time for myself. I started exercising. I started meditating and doing all of those things. And I got into another relationship. And this is when I started to see how much the relationship that my parents had and I witnessed when I was a child, it affected me. Because I was becoming like my mom in a way by staying longer than I should have. And then I was becoming like my father in one way. So it's only after I got out of the relationship that is when I realized what I was doing. Because in the relationship, it's like I was blinded. It's like I just couldn't see what I was doing. Like I was accusing the person of cheating and all those things. It's like I just wanted to control the narrative, control certain parts of the relationship. And I got cheated on again with a different person. But just I don't know, like I should have left. I should have left, but I didn't. Again. But every relationship that I've been in, every time I would date, I would see the things that I'm doing wrong and the things that I should not tolerate. Because how do you want love? How do you want healthy love when you are tolerating bullshit like cheating or your partner disrespecting you? Like, if you want a good relationship, you can't tolerate bullshit. So fast forward now, Now that I am in a healthy relationship, it was really hard for me. It was really hard. And again, I would go back to the healing part. People will say you should take time to yourself to heal and all those things, and I did. I did that multiple times. But the thing is, you could be single. When you are single, nobody is there to trigger you. Nobody is there to make you feel uncomfortable. Nobody is there to trigger memories or anything like that. So when I was single, I was fine. But every time I would get close to somebody, that is when I would feel triggered by certain things. And I remember any dating scene, when I would feel triggered, I would just act out. I would just act on the emotion without thinking clearly. But in this relationship, now that I am more aware, so every time I date and get out of whatever situationship or whatever it's called, I would become more aware. So as I was in this relationship, as I was so used to drama, to arguing, and all of those things in the past, this relationship that I'm in right now, it was really hard. It was really hard in the beginning because I would feel triggered by certain things. But the things that I had to learn to do was to communicate better, to not act on my emotions. And if I do feel triggered, I would either tell myself that this is a wound from the past that needs to heal, or I will tell my partner. But all I'm saying is that even though things are better right now, like this relationship that I'm in, things went so differently, and I'm glad that it happened the way it did. But if you are single right now and you are healing and all of those things, just know that even though you heal, when you get close to somebody, you will feel triggered in some way, and it is your job to become aware and to communicate well. Don't just argue or just go at the person. Just tell the person that you are with how you feel in a calm way. And another thing that I realized, I knew that it was a problem within me, is because I was dating the same person but in a different body, the same spirit in a different body. And I remember I was telling one of my friends, I was like, I can't keep doing the same thing. Yes, people hurt me, but I can't keep doing the same thing. I can't keep getting triggered and just acting on emotion, because if I keep doing that, I want to get married one day. If I keep acting like that, I would never get married. I would never get past this. So it was something within me that had to change, and I had to go within and find out what it was. And I journal about it. There were times when I would feel really triggered, and I would just step away for a while and just get myself together, gather my thoughts, and tell myself that this person is different. Things are different now, is not the same as the past. But it was very difficult. And sometimes it is difficult, but it's not as hard as before. But I would just tell myself that if I want to get married, I have to change. I can't keep blaming the other person, because it takes two people to be in a relationship. And yes, somebody could cheat or somebody could be disrespectful to you, but it is a choice to stay in the relationship. It is a choice. So when I draw the line and when I made up my mind that I have to do things differently, now I am in a healthy relationship and I am loving somebody without fear. And that is one of the best feelings ever. I'm loving somebody without fear, the same way I did when I was 18. I am doing it right now, but in a better way. I was used to drama. I was used to being cheated on. I was used to um be chasing somebody or them chasing me. I was used to all of those things. But now I'm in a better place because I did the work by becoming aware of my own actions. And when I became aware of my own actions, that is when I saw results. I that is when I started having a better experience when it comes to dating. I'm not tolerating bullshit anymore. I am communicating better. I am doing everything better. And I am not perfect. I know that I have a long way to go. And another thing too, when it comes to healing, it don't even have to be in relationships. Healing is something that is lifetime. Healing is a lifetime thing. Healing stops until you die. You are always healing from something. When you heal yourself, when you are healed from one thing, there's always something else that will come up later on. So healing never stops. But if you just came out of a relationship, you shouldn't jump into anything right now. You should take a break, take time to yourself, gather yourself, and then build yourself up, and then later on you could probably start dating again. But I just want you to remember that healing is a lifetime thing. It only stops when you die. But when you heal and you become aware of things, your life will begin to change. Things around you will begin to change. The world will look different. Everything will look different. Everything will feel different. Everything will feel good. And it will only happen once you become aware of everything around you. Once you become aware of what is happening inside of you.